Hi everybody, I'm Sheila. I'm a teacher at the Red Wing YMCA, yoga teacher there. Thanks for joining me today. Today I just have a short burst of stretches you can do when you're sitting at your computer too long, or you're in that long conference call and you can't leave your computer but you want to be able to do some stretches. So today, a few minutes of energizing seated stretches. All right, so after you've been sitting for a while, go ahead and make sure your feet are firmly on the floor, okay? Maybe feet are about hip distance apart, and let's just slowly let that right ear float to the right shoulder. All right, we're just gonna start with this gentle neck stretch. Maybe we wanna place the hand on top of the head, other arm goes out to the side, wiggle those fingers to activate. Belly is pulled in. Now let's release and go to the other side, opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Go ahead and place that hand on the head if you wish. If you wish, also incorporate that opposite arm. Keeping that belly pulled in, we have this nice long spine. Awesome. Now let's come back to the middle. Let's go ahead and inhale our arms out. Exhale, release. Inhale those arms up high. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, let's open up into cactus arms. Just feel your shoulders, your heart opening, your chest opening. Now let's go ahead and lace those fingers behind our head if that's comfortable for you. And take a nice long inhale as we lengthen that spine. And on an exhale, we're going to bring our elbows towards each other as we tuck our chin to our chest. And as we inhale, we lengthen and open. Exhale, round and close those elbows. Inhale, open and lengthen. Exhale, round and close. Inhale, lengthen and open. Exhale, close. Now let those arms come down. Just some gentle shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls are always fantastic when you're feeling those tight spots. Sometimes you reverse them, bringing them up and forward. All right, now go ahead and choose either arm and bring that arm across your chest. And with the opposite hand, just gently push that upper arm towards your chest. If you feel your shoulder going up, lower it back down and get that gentle stretch. Now let's release to the other side. Again, if your shoulder starts creeping up, go ahead and just ease it on back down. All right, now let's release that a few shoulder rolls. Let's move into some eagle arms, which really is great for so many things. So we're sitting strong on these sit bones, right? You can rock back and forth and feel each sit bone in your chair. You have this long spine, head over heart, shoulders over hips. We're gonna inhale those arms out to the side. On the exhale, we are gonna take the left arm and wrap it up under the right arm, okay? We're gonna twizzle it up, finding our eagle arms, all right? So you can do exactly as I did, right? Or when you're doing this, you could almost come to this little sort of high karate move, right? You know, or so actually it looks sort of like eagle wings. The other option is hands on shoulders, okay? Whichever you choose, we're gonna go ahead and lift those elbows shoulder height. And as you breathe, just really find length in that spine. Send air and light to those shoulders, right? So you can be in any of these options. Now, whichever one you're in, let's go ahead and slowly move those elbows towards one side while you move your gaze to the other side. Now let's come back center, crossing midline. Elbows go to one side, gaze goes to the other. Still keep that belly pulled in, that nice long spine. Awesome. Now let's release that. Let's bring our hands to clasp behind our back. Roll those shoulders down and back and straighten those arms. Open that heart. Awesome. Again, all things you can do if you're sitting in that long video. Yeah, it's probably better if it's just a conference call without video. That's up to you. All right, now let's just move into eagle on the other side. So we balance ourselves out. Inhale those arms out to the side. On the exhale, this time bring your right arm under your left, opposite of what you did before, and then go ahead and lift those elbows about shoulder height. Remember, you can also just cross your arms at this position. Arms to shoulders, whichever you prefer. All right. We're still seated nice and tall, nice long spine. All right, and just like we did before, gently move those elbows to one side while you move your gaze to the other side. Come back through center, opposite. Fantastic. Let's release that down one more time. Clasp those hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders down and back as you straighten your arms and open that heart. Awesome. Fantastic. These are all great shoulder stretches you can do anytime during any sort of a meeting, all right? Now, the other thing that happens a lot, go ahead and inhale your arms up high. And on an exhale, release, is that our hands and our wrists get really sore, right? So inhale those arms up high. And this time, let's bring them center, okay? Inhale those arms up high, and now flip your wrists and bring them down. Our wrists get sore, being on the computer, especially. All right, now this time when we flip our wrists, let's bring them about shoulder height, okay? Now, choosing either hand, we're just gently going to do some stretches for our wrists and our fingers. This one, we're gently pulling our fingers back towards us. Then we're flipping our fingers down towards the ground and we're gently pushing. Gently, everything's gentle, right? Then we're flipping that wrist and opening. Again, they're all just options. If they help and make your hands, wrists feel better, awesome. Our motto in yoga, right, is no pain, no pain. So whenever you have any pain, it's something we always want to back out of. We don't want to do that. And we all have different issues with wrists, so we have to be careful to strengthen them, stretch them, but not stress them, right? Let's release those down. Now let's get a little more movement in that spine. We're going to inhale those arms up high. Exhale, let's bring those arms to a T. We're going to begin a gentle spinal twist. So we're going to pull in that belly. We're going to begin twisting from our belly, then through our ribs, lastly through our shoulders. Okay? When we get to that twist, we can let that front arm come down to the opposite knee. The back arm can go to the back of your chair. Kind of depends a little bit on what kind of a chair you have, all right? Your gaze is out towards your back hand. And as you inhale, find length in that spine. And as you exhale, you might deepen that twist, all right? Deep inhales and deep exhales. Awesome. Let's start bringing that gaze back through center as we release our spine, preparing for the other side. A few shoulder rolls. Inhale those arms out to the side. And again, we're going to start twisting from the belly. Okay, then the ribs. Then the shoulders are the last to go. We can let that front hand come down. Back hand can go to the back of the chair again, whatever is comfortable for you. Okay. And as you inhale, find length in that spine. And as you exhale, maybe deepen that twist. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and bring that gaze back towards center as we slowly untwist. And if your feet aren't quite hip width apart, let's heel tilt them so they're hip width apart or maybe even slightly farther. We're just going to do a few seated cat-cows, okay? So on an inhale, we're going to drop our belly for cow. We're going to lift that gaze. Feel free to move if you wish. And on an exhale, we're going to tuck that chin and start rounding that spine. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. One more inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And let's come back to center. Now let's heel toe those feet apart just a little bit further. We're going to do a lateral stretch, and our feet are going to be more of that goddess position or horse position where they're heel toed out a little bit. All right. So go ahead and place one hand on your knee. Inhale the other hand up, and slowly let it fold over for a nice lateral stretch. Really keeping that belly pulled in and engaged. Sit bones are on the chair. Now pull that belly in, come on back through center. Let that hand float down as the other hand floats up and over. Pull that belly in. All right, one more time. Plant that hand. One hand comes up and over. And make sure we're not kind of closing in on that heart. We're opening that chest. Now pull that belly in as we release and do the last one on the other side. Same thing, keeping that heart open, keeping that chest open. Awesome. All right, now let's move into some goddess circles. All right, we've got our feet heel-toed wider apart. And we are just going to do some circles through the middle. Think of your cats and your cows. All right. Again, you can do any of these stretches whenever you want, especially when you need to be seated. Next time you come through center, maybe you want to stop and then reverse. All right. So feel free to add movement. Maybe you get a certain spot that's a little stiffer or a little tight and you want to stay there for a second, or you want to come through that gently again. Awesome. All right, fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and bring those feet closer, all right? I slid back on my chair. If you slid back in your chair, go ahead and come to the edge again, all right? We are gonna go ahead and pick either knee, bring that knee close to your chest. Take a moment to roll out that ankle one direction, then the other, then point and flex. And when you point, really activate that calf. So you feel that point going from the tip of your toes all the way up the back of your leg, all right? Now, find some stillness there and then squeeze those toes together as tightly as can be and then release them, trying to find space between each toe, all right? Now, go ahead with that leg, with that foot, and cross it over to the other knee. So you're in this figure four position, okay? You're kind of in a seated pigeon, seated figure four. All right, so let's inhale those arms up high. This will feel good on your hips. Exhale, release. Inhale those arms up high. And on an exhale, we're just gonna hinge at the hips and fold forward just a little bit. Let your arms come to that front leg. And see, we're folded in this figure four position, okay? If that is not comfortable to come down, then stay up, right? If it's not comfortable to cross on top of your knee, you can also cross at your ankle, okay? You can really feel this great stretch in your hip. Great one to do anytime. All right, wherever you are, go ahead and slowly roll up. Capture that knee, roll that ankle out one more time, and release that down. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing with the opposite leg, bringing that knee towards the chest. Roll that ankle one direction and the other one. Still keep this nice long spine, right? If you've noticed you've curved in, find that nice long spine. Roll those shoulders down and back. Now take a minute to point and flex. Again, activating through that calf when you point. And then let's squeeze those toes super tightly. And then release them and try to find space between each toe. We're trying to build muscle strength in each one of those little toes, huh? All right, now let's take this ankle and cross it over the other knee. So we've got figure 4 on this side, all right? Nice long spine, belly's pulled in, inhale those arms up. Exhale, release. Inhale those arms up. And exhale. We're gonna hinge at the hips and fold forward if this feels good for you, okay? You can cross your hands and just bend forward, or maybe you just wanna stay upright, okay? It's really up to whatever feels better for you. We want no pain. Now after you've had a few breaths, then go ahead and slowly roll up. Awesome. Bring those shoulders down and back. Let's release that knee down. Find that nice long spine again. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, release. Inhale those arms up, bringing your hands through heart center. Thanks for joining me today for some seated yoga stretches. The light in me honors the light in you. Stay well, stay healthy. Namaste. Bye, everybody. See you soon.